under the administration of Sheriff David Gove. And if we're going to be here and open-minded, I would like you to listen to what Jerry has to say. This is from our finance office. Jerry, go ahead.
Speak loud.
Very close, Jerry.
Speak loud.
Y'all loud again.
Better? Okay. You have to go to one side. Since fiscal year 1995, the sheriff's budget has been overspent by some $931,000, which takes in early years of underspending. Without that, in the last 7 years, it's been over $1 million in overspending. If just the operating departments of the county would overspend as the sheriff has in the fiscal year 2008, some $321,000 or 15% of his budget, that would mean $7.1 million, which would wipe out all of our $7 million contingency. And to maintain that $7.1 million of spending for the following year would mean a property tax rate increase of 19 cents. Keep in mind, this is just the operating departments. If we will look at the outside agencies that we fund, such as the Board of Ed, the college, the library, health department, HRBC, etc., the number would be staggering. As far back as 1993, the sheriff had 14 officers and the city of Cumberland had 57. Fast forward to fiscal year 2009. The sheriff has 20 officers and the city of Cumberland 51. The sheriff has gained 6 positions at 42% increase, whereas the city of Cumberland decreased by 6 positions or 10%. Plus, both the sheriff's office and the city of Cumberland police were able to place more officers that they were working the radio dispatching to road patrol effective July 1, 2005, when the 911 center took over dispatching officers. Some 3 to 5 officers that were working radio dispatching for the sheriff's office could now work patrol in the commissioner's effort to increase public safety and reduce overtime. In fiscal year 2009, the county budget only increased some 1.7%, and the county detention center and the sheriff's office were 2 of the 5 top budget department increases in that budget. The other 3 were the roads department, the college, and planning. Finally, the sheriff's budget is not unique or rare in its operation or how it is funded compared to the rest of the operating departments of the county. All operating departments have line items that they budget and manage. Certainly, dire circumstances beyond their control, or even in their control, they will then underspend in other line items. They will prioritize item spending. For example, they may cut travel to save on gas and conference costs, to pay for a piece of equipment that they desire, or for other line items that are overspent, or they may just not spend in certain lines to save money. In other words, they closely review their budgets and manage the budget over throughout the year so that year end there is no overrun, or in the case of things just going wrong, the overrun is minimal. They also take the steps so that in the following year there is not a repeat. To close, that the sheriff's position that he has only certain line items that he controls and cannot do anything to stay within a budget, in my opinion, is false and represents his inaction to manage his budgets consistently through his administration.
Jerry, I know I've been talking to commissioners from other counties. We remember Mako, and I asked the question, do you allow the sheriff or other departments to go to their budget? And they say no. There are occasions when, because a high gas price might come up or something, that will occur, but basically throughout the state, most budgets, we're under the same rules the state of Maryland's under. We have to make a budget. We have to get the money in, say what we have, and then we have to go by that budget. And that's what we're really trying to do. And this is statewide, and so we have to ask people, the departments, to stay within their budgets. And I know everybody says they need more money. And a good example was Allegany Community College, which is the lowest paid teachers in the state of Maryland, and they have serious budget problems. Asked for over $2 million in our budget process. And we told them that we cannot afford to give that. I think they ended up getting $250,000, is that correct? And they went back to their budget, back to the drawing board, and we never heard another word out of them. And they managed to balance their budget. We all have to balance our budgets at home, and everybody has to do that. So this is really what we're trying to do, is balance our budget. We're not going to get into a big argument over what you can do and what you can't do. That's just a general statement that it can be done and is being done across the state of Maryland. So for